Hey, how you guys doing? It's Mason, aka Sinar2 and 2, coming at you from Generation Gamers along with
Heather, aka Siren717.
today we are on our fourth video game review. I'm pretty excited. Are you excited?
I am stoked. I am.
This one is a little different. It is actually our first PS4 title. It's a digital download only title. I'm sorry, it's available on PC and PS4, but console wise, just PS4. Today we're going to be reviewing Outlast. Outlast came out around February 4th for the PS4. It was on PC a couple months prior to that. It is $19.99 on the PSN. I believe if you have PlayStation Plus, I believe it's free. I went ahead and gave this a try because me and Siren and some other friends back in the day, we were pretty big fans of the Condemned games, and this first-person view really set the tone. I mean, don't you think?
It did. It had a lot of darkness, spooks, chill, surprises. It kept it intense.
It's definitely intense. The game does take place in a sane asylum, and you start off as a reporter who got contacted to expose the place. And when you get there, you notice things aren't what they seem. There's blood everywhere, there's bodies everywhere, and pretty much you have to escape this insane asylum. And all you have is a camera, batteries, and pretty much batteries are your own best friend.
Yeah, you need to find them, cleave to them, because your camera actually, once you use the night vision, that drains your battery. So you're constantly popping batteries whenever you're in a dark area. It gets pretty scary when you run out.
Yes, and when you run out, you definitely don't want to be in the most messed up places of this insane asylum. As far as content, they do have DLC coming out called Whistleblower, and I guess from what I've read, that takes place before this game. You actually play the person who contacted the reporter who you play in this game, so it's a prequel. Um, Definitely with the Condemned feel, with the first person view, like I said, there's no fighting or anything like that, like Condemned had. There's just, it's very, like Siren said, very intense. The environments, the developer, Red Barrel, did a really good job on making you feel like you're about to shit your pants. I mean, would you say?
I do, and I like the fact that in certain points you actually peek around corners, so it just makes it that more climactic when you actually see what kind of horrors are on the other side.
That is, yeah, I would agree. Especially your character will breathe like extremely heavy when things start getting intense, and then next you notice that
Yeah, like, oh my gosh, what's gonna be around the
yeah,
corner?
then you notice you're starting to breathe hard. So, but other than that though, it's definitely a good game. Like I said, there's no weapons like Condemned had. It's just with the camera. There's some documents you have to pick up so you can learn a little bit of the backstory of what happened to the place. I'm pretty sure when the DLC comes out, they'll explain a little more. But you kind of, since you're a reporter, you are trying to figure out things like what happened there. There are some definitely creepy moments in the game with the enemies. We haven't met all the enemies yet, but I know there's one big dude who keeps on following us.
Yeah, you will face him eventually.
Oh, that is pretty scary. So the music, there is not much, but it's like monotones. If anyone's ever seen No Country for Old Men, it's like that. You don't know there's music until at the very end you're like, oh man, wow, that was pretty intense. It's like like a monotone sound, you
Yeah.
know. So the graphics are really good. It runs at 1080p, 30 frames per second. If anyone was wondering, there is, I would say the game is definitely pretty long from what I played so far. We played a couple days, and I mean, we played what 3 hours each, and I don't even think we're halfway through the
Right,
game.
yeah, it's kind of lengthy, which is good.
Yeah, especially for a downloading game, and I've said that on previous reviews. For a downloading game, and to be that lengthy, that's definitely a good value for the money. So, all in all, between the graphics, the gameplay, the story, the definite scare factor, what would you have to give the what would you have to give Outlast for the PS4?
I'd probably give it a solid 4.
4? I agree. I would say Generation Gamers would give Outlast a 4.0 out of 5. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our quick review for Outlast. I definitely would recommend if you have a PS4 to give it a shot. It's only $20 on the PSN, and it is definitely free for the PlayStation Plus. So this is Mason, aka Sinar2 and 2, along with
And Heather, Siren717.
coming at you from Generation Gamers. Game on!